some guy talking about car batteries and health care for them? Yeah! And it's all in here, you're about to die. Wait a minute. You did it because you know this country's in trouble and needs to change, don't you? And we need the best ideas we can. And we got to go forward together. Whatever happens in this primary process, or whatever, we've got to go forward together. You know, I was proud of Hillary and Senator McCain. They took Republicans all over the world to prove global warming was real, and we got a bipartisan majority in the Senate to do something about that. We got to do this together. She likes McCain. It is wrong to support the Bush economic policies and wrong to think we ought to stay in Iraq for 100 years. She doesn't think he ought to be president, but he is a formidable human being, and he gave about all you can give to this country without getting killed. We don't have to dislike anybody. We just got to pick the person who's going to be our best president. So here's the last thing I want to say. When you are president, if you're not careful, you can get to think you are somebody. I mean, look, think what being president's like. Every time you walk in a room, they play Hail to the Chief. You think that's not a rush? They did that for me for 8 years. And I'm telling you, after I left the White House, I was completely lost for 3 weeks. Nobody played a song anymore. I didn't know where I was. Washington, a traffic nightmare. You know that if you've been there. Except for the president. You just zip along in a bulletproof limo. You don't even stop for red lights. You have no commuting time for the most famous office in the world. Every night, you get to go to bed in America's finest public housing. Your airplane is so cool, they make movies about it. We're laughing if you get it, don't we? The only thing you are if you're president is the most fortunate public servant on the face of the earth. That's it. And that's a lot. But it's over in a flash. Like I told you, I've been out almost as long as I was in. And now I get to see the American people where they live. I try to help more people start businesses, keep them going in Harlem, where my office is. I try to help kids fight childhood obesity and avoid these epidemics of diabetes, which can compromise the whole generation. I try to help Americans, 28 million of them, who don't have a bank account, get a check, get in the banking system so they don't pay through the nose for alternative services. I got 1,200,000 people staying alive on AIDS medicine in 71 countries in Africa, Caribbean, Latin America. I see how this is going to work. And so I'll say again, Hillary gave the right answer when I asked how you're going to do you did a good job. The only thing that matters when it's all over is not how many times they played the Hail to the Chief, not the rush you get that I got when I spoke to 1 million people in Ghana. God, that was unbelievable. And it did America some good. But in the end, what matters is, are the American people better off when you quit than when you started? Do the young people, our children and grandchildren, have a brighter future than they did before you began? Is our country and the world, are they coming together instead of being torn apart? If you want the answers to those questions to be yes, North Carolina should say yes to Hillary. Thank you. God bless you.